Boom. This video gonna be about idolatry and spiritual witchcraft. As you can see here, this is Buddha. For those who don't know, Buddha is not no god. Buddha is a man, just like I'm a man. Buddha was a man. Now, Buddha was royalty. He just in BCE. That's before Christ. This man been here for a long. This nigga lived a long time ago. Now, Pete, he basically went into the forest and fasted and meditated for 40 days and basically reached enlightenment, as you can see over his head. Now, his followers are the people down there who basically wanted to learn how he got to where he was at. They started following him to reach that state that he's in. Now, everybody has seen one of these. You have seen one of these statues somewhere. You've seen one of these before. This is demonic. This is demonic. All this is demonic. As you can see here, this is in the Bible. The idols are silver and gold, the work of man's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, etc. Basically, it's saying how these statues and these idols of these false gods, they're not real. They are just idols. They're just statues that you worship. People worship these idols and statues. The example of Buddha is supposed to show you guys that basically people make an idol out of a man. Literally, they're worshiping a man that can do nothing for them. He's going to hell. He go to hell just like you can go to hell. They worship his teachings. Basically, any type of way of spirituality without God is witchcraft. I'm going to get into that soon. Now, as you can see, people still follow him to this day. Spirituality without God is witchcraft. This is witchcraft. They're trying to reach a state of spiritual enlightenment without God. Witchcraft. Further proof of Buddha's whole purpose, they want to reach enlightenment without a creator or God. This is another example of witchcraft. You see, they got different types of witches and stuff like that. Palmistry, tarot reading. I'm getting crystals. Crystals not on here, but crystals is definitely a form of witchcraft. I'm gonna explain why. This is all trying to reach a state of spirituality without God. People are dependent on these things to bring them happiness. They believe that a rock can bring them this feeling. Citrine can bring you happiness. Tiger's eye can bring you happiness. Rose quartz can bring you healing. No, bro. No. Healing comes from God. This is witchcraft. This further proves my point right here. You read up here, you pray first. Further proves my point right there in your face. Now, for this example is going to be about an exodus with the Israelites being led out of Egypt, bondage, into the promised land. Now, basically, Moses was fasting and meditating and praying with God on top of the mountain, while the Israelites was down at the bottom of the mountain. They started to doubt because Moses was up there for a long time. So they came to Aaron, who was Moses' brother, and Aaron basically took their earrings and melted and made a god with his hands, a bull. He made it a statue that they started worshiping. Proof of what I just said right here. He received them at their hand and fashioned it with a graven tool after he made into a molten calf. And they said, "These be thy gods." As you can see, this is what Aaron did. Tied back to God's word. I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. People worship Buddha. That's putting Buddha before God. Spiritual practices. That's putting spiritual practices before God to reach some sort of enlightenment. Spiritual whatever. Which is sin, basically.